eating enough protein. Remember, your bones are half protein. Obviously, you have some calcium, magnesium, strontium, all that, right? Good, healthy green vegetables, but you need half protein. So you have to get enough protein. So biggest thing I see over time is people aren't getting enough protein in. So at least a half a gram per pound of body weight. So if I'm 200, I think I'm about 210, 215. So I should be getting a minimum about 110 grams of protein. Now, if you exercise, that's going to go up to 0.75 per pound of body weight. So that goes up to 160, 170. And then if you're doing more lifting, more bodybuilding stuff, a couple times a week, 3 or 4 times a week, you may need to get up to 1 gram per pound. So just kind of keep it in that reference, a half a gram to 1 gram per pound of body weight. So if you're a 200-pound man, let's say a 150-pound woman, that'd be 75 to 150 grams of protein. Now, about 4 ounces of protein will get you about 30 grams of protein. So if you're a woman that weighs about 150, right, 150, 140, probably about a palm size, about 4 ounces, 3 times a day, it's probably going to be enough. And then you can also add in some protein powder, a good collagen protein shake, right, either before or after workout. The benefit of protein powder is you get all those nutrients absorbed right into your system, into your bloodstream fast to help with good anabolic metabolism. All right, we hit protein, we can talk about some of the minerals too, of course, calcium, magnesium, vitamin K2, vitamin D, very important for calcium uptake. We need good minerals. Green leafy green vegetables are going to be really important. Good, healthy, fat-soluble vitamins, good, healthy vitamin K. It's going to really help. So that nutritional component is very important. Of course, if you have very inflammatory foods like gluten and processed flours and grains and excess omega-6 vegetable oils, that's going to inflame the gut. And that may make it harder for you to absorb a lot of the nutrients. So just because you eat it, it doesn't mean you may absorb it. So you got to make sure those nutrients are there. And if you read Dr. Jonathan Wright's book, I think it's Why You Need Hydrochloric Acid. There's a nice chart in there that talks about the correlation of age and stomach acid. So as you get older, stomach acid goes down. So what does that mean? Harder for you to break down protein, harder for you to ionize minerals. So a lot of the minerals talked about, right? Calcium, magnesium, strontium, vanadium, vitamin K2, fat-soluble vitamin. Of course, all your amino acids, they all involve good, high-quality hydrochloric acid to activate those enzymes and ionize those minerals. So very important that we are on top of good acids. And also, as you get older, you'll notice that older people tend to eat less as they get older. Their metabolism drops. That's why you see that people that live in colder environments, they want to move down to warmer environments. So they usually have lower thyroid function as they age. There's a big correlation with lower thyroid and joint inflammation and joint pain and bone loss. So we start to have lower thyroid. We start to have lower stomach acid. Now we start to crave less quality protein and less nutrition. Therefore, we don't have the building blocks to build it up. So you can see this correlation, okay? And then let's say you factor in there an H. pylori infection or a small intestinal bacterial overgrowth or some kind of gut infection, that can definitely exacerbate that bottleneck and that absorption of all those key nutrients and amino acids. So I already kind of elucidated low thyroid could be a big deal. If we have low thyroid, I see that big connection with low thyroid and fibromyalgia. I see a big connection with low thyroid and joint pain as well. Got to get to the root cause there. Gluten sensitivity in and of itself can cause joint pain. You can have inflammation, and these inflammatory compounds get stuck in that joint area, and that can create inflammation. And then you have other types of foods in the area of nightshades. They're known as alpha-solanines. These can also cause joint inflammation. You see them as tomatoes, potatoes, eggplants, peppers. And you also see them as oxalates too. Oxalates like spinach are a big one. These are known to also cause kidney pain, but these oxalate crystals can also go into the muscle and create lots of muscle pain. More muscle pain. You can also see it in the vaginal area causing vulvodynia pain. So you got to look at the oxalates. That can be definitely a big deal.